Hello guys, today we discuss a new concept in data mining known as association analysis. This association analysis is generally used in business enterprises to accumulate large quantities of data from their day-to-day operations. Huge amount of customers purchase the data. Purchases are made in the market, and the data which is collected daily on the grocery store is very high, in very high amount. So uh, in that data we need to mine the frequent purchased items so that the decision making can be done by the market store owner or any other business owner. Okay, so for example, and this type of analysis is also called the market basket analysis or basket data analysis or cross marketing or catalog design. So these are the some of the applications on which this frequent pattern analysis can be used. So let's understand one by one the terms and the concepts used in this association analysis. The most common terms are are inherited from the market basket analysis or basket transaction. So like in this see transaction is provided in this table. This is your transaction IDs, and you can think this transaction as a one order given to the shopping counter of the market of any mall. Okay, so you can thought of this first transaction as a one bill which is purchased by some person. So the record is maintained by the ID of the transactions captured per day, per week, or per year or per month. So based on the time the data size is increased. So this is snapshot of the database in which first transaction contain 3 items, second transaction contain 3 items, and third contain 3 items, fifth transaction contain 5 items. Okay, so this transaction have, like, first transaction have beer, nuts, and diapers. So these are the items which is purchased in this bill or in this transaction ID, and these items are known as item set. Okay, so this is a subset of the item sets, the all items which is there in your database is known as item sets. Okay, so this is a transaction, and each transaction have some of the items in the uh, items to be captured. Okay, so we have understood what is the meaning of item set. So it is a one or more items in the database, and the item set can be represented as, if X is item set, it can be a collection of various items x1 to xk. So this set is called k item set. Okay, because it contains k items. Now the items or set of items which occurs frequently in the data is known as frequent item sets or frequent pattern. So like in this example, beer are occurs frequently, diaper is also occurs frequently, egg is occurs frequently, or we can say which the item which is repeated in the various transactions are known as frequent items. And if the combination of two items are repeated in various transactions, we call them as a frequent pattern. So when a set of items are repeating in the transactions, we call that set of items as frequent patterns. Okay, so like in this example, the frequent patterns can be, for example, beer and diaper are repeated in this transaction, then this transaction, and this transaction. So there are 3 transactions which contains this item set. So we can say that this item set is a frequent item set which is repeatedly occurs in the different transactions. Okay, now based on the frequent item sets, we define the association rules. We need to find the regularities in the data based on these frequent patterns or frequent item sets, and based on those regularity means I am trying to explain you what is the importance of these frequent patterns. So the motivation behind studying these frequent patterns and association mining uh, is to make a decisions, or is to design your market store efficiently so that the purchase of the items would be increased. Okay, so based on these frequent patterns, what we can do, we can analyze that what products were often purchased together, means how many products are there which are purchased together, and what are the subsequent purchases. If I buy a PC, then what are the subsequent purchases, what items I need to put in my store. So this can be analyzed by mining the frequent patterns along with the PC. Okay, or we can say that if we are not applying this concept in the market store, if we are applying this concept in bioinformatics, because this type of concept can be including in any application area. There are a variety of application areas in which we can apply the association analysis. So in bioinformatics, we can see that what kind of DNA are sensitive to newly created drug, or can we if we apply the concept in the web, then can we automatically classify the web documents. So this type of problems can be solved using the frequent pattern analysis or association analysis. Okay, so let's move further. We understand what is item set, we understand what is that, what transaction contains, and what is the frequent patterns. Now there are two more important terms to understand the association analysis, and those terms are called support and confidence. Before support and confidence, let's discuss what is a association rule actually. So the association analysis, because we know that association analysis is is useful for discovering the interesting relationship between the hidden large amount of data. We have to find out the relationship between the item sets in the data. So the relationship is known as association rules. These relationships is known as association rules. Or we can also that these association rules are nothing but set of frequent items. Frequent items. Okay, so for example, I write a rule like diapers tends to beers. Okay, beer. So this is a association rule, and what it suggests, this rule says that the sale of diaper and beer have the strong relationship between them. Means the customer who buys diaper must also buy the beer. Okay, based on this association rule, we can infer that all the customer who buys diaper are highly probable to buy a beer. Okay, now the retailers can use this type of rules to help them identify new opportunities for the cross selling their products to the customers. Okay, so uh, now, so this is the association rules. Now there are two key issues in order to mine the association rule, in order to find the set of frequent items. The first issue which which could be arised is the discovering of patterns from a large transaction data set can be because if the data set is very large, and we don't need to find out the frequent patterns from a huge amount of data set, then it is computationally expensive. And the second is the information inferred from this type of rules can be spurious. It is not true always. Okay, it may be a spurious information because they may happen by chance, because it may possible that some customer have purchased diaper and beer by chance. It is not according to we infer, or always it is not possible to happen the things according to the rule in the real life. So these are the two key issues when we are dealing with the association rule mining, or when we are dealing with the set of frequent items. Now, in order to mine, or in order to find out the rules from the large data set, we have two main concepts which is necessary to be explained, and one is support and other is confidence. The support and confidence here is somewhat uh, differ from the motivational support and confidence. Okay, so like if we have a rule x tends to y, this is called association rules, where x is item set, y is also item set. Then first thing is these two item sets must be disjoint. Means I if these are two item sets, the condition of they are disjoint means the intersection between these two must be phi. Okay, now this association rule is defined based on the support and confidence. There are two terms. Now, what is support? Support says that how often this rule or is applicable to a given data set. Okay, so the support says that how often this rule is applicable to the particular given data set, and the formula for calculating the support would be, if I need to calculate the support for this rule, then it would be the support count for x with y divided by the total number of transactions. Similarly, the confidence, this is the total number of transactions. So in this case, if I want to find out the support from of beer to diaper, then the support from beer to diaper is, we need to count the support count for these two items together. So we need to find out this rule, strongness of this rule in this data set. How to find out the strongness? Strongness is find out by how many times this rule is repeated in the transactional database. Okay, so if I want to find out the support for this rule with beer and diapers, I need to count the uh, items set in which the beer and diaper are appeared together. So beer and diaper 1, beer and diaper 2, beer and diaper 3, and that's it. So the support is 3 by 5. Okay, and the second term is confidence. Confidence determines that how frequently items in y in this data set appears in the transactional database that contain x. So I need to find out the frequency of occurring the item set y along with item set x in the transactional database. And the formula to calculate this confidence is as given as confidence of seat x tends to y would be the support count of x along with y and the support count of x itself, because we need to find out the relationship of occurring of y when the x is already occurred. So it is somewhat like the conditional probability occurring of one event when the other event is already occurred. Okay, so this x along with y is 3, and the if I solve for this example, and the confidence of this rule is sigma of x means sigma of beer, and the sigma of beer is sigma is here support count. support count. And support is nothing but the frequency of an item. How many times an item is repeated in the transactional database. So sigma of x means beer is repeated here 1, 2, 3, 3 times. So 3 by 3 means confidence is 1. Okay. So this is how we can calculate the support and confidence from a given transactional database. So for association rule discovery or association rule mining, for a transactional database is given to you or provided to you with some minimum support and minimum confidence. Now we have to derive some association rule from this transactional database based on the uh, minimum support and confidence. Means our support and confidence must be greater than the minimum support given and minimum confidence which is given. Now to mine the association rule, it from the brute force attack, it is very computationally expensive. So means one can thought of that this is a transactional database, I can derive various types of rules from this transactional database by brute force method. Means I can derive the rule like beer with nuts, beer with diapers, beer with coffee, beer with diapers. So you can create a huge mess if the transactional database is very large. And from the one of the theorem, it can be calculated as the number of rules which can be generated from a data set is given by 3 to the power d minus 2 to the power d plus 1 plus 1, where d is the number of items, how many items are there in the transactional database. So d is the number of items. So if we have a d number of items, then we can generate r rules. So for this example, because I in this example how many items are there, so 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and 6. Yeah, there are 6 items in this example. So we can write here 3 to the power 6 minus 2 to the power 7 plus 1, or it is 602 rules. So these many rules are generated from this small transactional database. And because for any problems when we try to mine the association rules, we are provided a minimum support and confidence. So if the minimum support and confidence provided is 80% and the confidence, if the confidence is suppose suppose the minimum support is 20% and confidence is 50%, then only 80% rules would be important to mine. Okay. Now because there are 602 rules, if I apply brute force method, and for each rule I need to calculate the confidence. So it is a wastage of time if I apply the brute force method in order to mine the association rules. So there are various methods available for finding the association rules based on the frequent item sets. Okay, so first we find out the frequent item sets, then we define the rules based on these frequent item sets, because those the rules derived from the frequent item sets is called strong rules, and we only consider the strong rules whenever we try to make a decisions in a market basket data or any bioinformatics or web applications. Okay, so in next lecture we will see how to mine transactional data to find out the frequent item sets, and how to derive the rules from those frequent item sets, and how to use the support and confidence in order to tell the different types of combination of association rules. Thank you very much for watching this video.